Now the wine and the 1-1. Swung on, chopped toward short. Ibar charges, gloves, throws on the run in time to get Franzen, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Grizzlies in the first. Another 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. It's just that easy. At the end of 1, it is the Bees 1 and Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What? Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
The second inning, Jeff Mathis leading it off, and on the first pitch he gets jammed and pops it up behind third. Mike Cervenek there makes the catch, 1 away. So Mathis retired on the very first pitch here in the second inning, and that'll bring up Casey Smith batting .275, 17 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, 37 runs batted in. Casey with a 6-game hitting streak working, 1 shy of his season best. Had a 7-gamer in mid-June. So Smith standing in. The pitch. Strike. And at the knees, 0-1. Casey batting .250, 5 for 20 against Fresno pitching this year. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. That's headed into the upper deck to our right. And the count's 0-2. Kenny's last start was at Tacoma on July 1st, so it's been a while because of the All-Star break. Pitched well. Gave up 1 earned run on 5 hits in 7 innings. He's done that on his last 2 starts, identical numbers. Here's a curveball lined to the right field, a base hit. Hung up there, and Casey took it the other way to extend his hitting streak to 7 games. So 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring up Jason Espedo, the right fielder, batting .257.
Number 35, Jason Espedo.
1 double, 1 triple, 2 homers, and 10 runs batted in. Kenny has a win and 2 no decisions since his last loss was that game in Salt Lake on the 15th of June where he got roughed up to the tune of 10 runs on 12 hits and 4 1/3 innings as the first pitch to Espedo misses high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Kenny's pitch. Espedo swings and misses at a fastball. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Jason. Coming off a rough series in Sacramento. Going 2 for 13. Now Kenny sets. And the 1-1. Espedo takes off. Speed and outside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Vladimir Guerrero an RBI single. And so the Angels and the Indians are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning at Anaheim. Now the 2-1 to Espedo. Swinging a foul. Rattled that one off the mask of the catcher Rodriguez, and the count's even at 2-2. Again, with Oakland losing tonight and Texas losing, the Angels can move into a sole possession of second place with a win, and they would only be a half game behind Oakland in the divisional race. The 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Espedo, with Adam Pavkovich due next. Short lead at first for Casey Smith, but he draws a throw from Kinney anyway. Kinney, 6'5", 228 in his 12th professional season. 29-year-old right-hander. The infield double play, depth behind him as the 2-2 comes home. Swung on, lifted foul down the left field line and twisting back into the seats. So we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kinney last year, 5 starts at San Jose, 19 for Fresno, going 7-8, and he was 2-0 with the Giants. In 5 appearances, 1 of them a start. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on the Speedo. The pitch swings late on a fastball. He struck him out. That is the second strikeout for Matt Kinney, and there's 2 down here in the second inning.
Now batting, third baseman, number 25, Adam Pavkovich.
So here's Adam Pavkovich batting .243, 9 doubles, a triple, 8 homers, 31 runs batted in, 5 for 19. Against Fresno pitching, 0 for 2 against Kinney. Kinney gave up 4 home runs in that last start back on the 15th of June. Nick Gorneau, Curtis Pride, Howie Kendrick, and then Gorneau again homered off of Kinney. The pitch, fastball, driven in the air down the left field line, hooking away from Lewis on the run. He can't get there, and it bounces. Oh, it bounces into the seat. That'll be an automatic double, and that cost the Bees a run. That warning track must be rock hard for that to bounce over about a 15-foot high wall. Smith would have scored easily on the play, so a tough break for the Bees. Now here's Reggie Willits, who popped up his last time up. So instead of a run in, it's runners at second and third. Pavkovich now with a double in each of his last 3 hits. Garrett Anderson's hit a 2-run home run. The Angels now lead the Indians 3-1, giving Dustin Mosley an early lead in that game. So runners at second and third, 2 out. The pitch to Willits is low, ball 1. Reggie looking for a 2-out base hit here that could extend the Bees' lead. Willits batting .400 this year with runners in scoring position and 2 out. The pitch, line foul into the upper deck third base side, and the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Salt Lake here in the top of the second inning. An unearned run in the first, putting them out in front. The run coming in courtesy an RBI single by Dallas McPherson. 1-1 the count. The pitch to Willits. Swung on and fouled off again down the left field side as he was tardy on that one. And the count's 1-2. Willits right now 2 for 8 against Kinney this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curtis Pride is due next. Now Kinney ready, the 1-2. Curveball just missed outside. He tried a backdoor breaking ball and just missed nipping the corner. So now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle and through into center field. Casey Smith in from third. Pavkovich being waved around. He'll score without a play. It's a 2-run single for Reggie Willits, and now the Bees have a 3-0 lead. Willits with his 38th and 39th runs batted in on the year. Well, that'll bring up Curtis Pride, who grounded out to second base his first time up. So the Bees getting the big 2-out hit there from Willits. And now Reggie over at first base. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Strike 1. Willits, 23 stolen bases on the year. Tied with Shin-Soo Choo, Jermaine Clark for the number 3 spot in the league in that department. 0-1 the count on Curtis as Kenny deals. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch. Curtis out in front of it. And now the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Now Kenny ready. Willits takes off, and the pitch is a curveball low, and the ball pops out of the glove of the catcher, Rodriguez. And so Reggie Willits picks up his 24th stolen base. The count on Pride is 1-2 with a runner in scoring position. So Willits with his 24th steal. That moves him into a tie for second with Tony Gwynn Jr. of Nashville, who's currently in the big leagues. The 1-2 to Pride. A slider into the dirt. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Paul Chandler. And the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count on Curtis. Now the right-hander Kenny bent over. Now Stephen Fritzoni barking at somebody at Shane Turner in the first base dugout. We're only in the second inning. Fritzoni's been yelling at just about everybody out there tonight. The pitch. Right take, strike 3 called at the knees, and that retires the side. 2-run score on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner was left on the base paths. As we go to the bottom of the second, it's the Bees 3 and Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, 3-0 now in favor of the Bees. It'll be Mike Cervenek, Lance Niekro, and Guillermo Rodriguez, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the Fresno batting order. Just a reminder to be on the lookout when the Bees are at home for the Albertsons triple play for charity. If the Bees pull off a triple play at home, as they did on May 1st, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Mike Cervenek to lead things off, hitting .333, 2 doubles, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. This is just his 19th game for Fresno. He played for the Grizzlies last year, signed with a team in South Korea, but asked for his release a few weeks ago and has rejoined the Giants organization. First pitch from Shell. Fastball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. He had a big year last year for the Grizzlies. 19 homers, 103 runs batted in for Cervenek. Now Shell, the 0-1. Swung on, driven in the air to deep right center. Espedo going back at the wall. It's off his glove. He loses his hat, picks up the ball, and Cervenek is in at second base. Espedo was there, but he just dropped the ball. A runner at second base, and nobody out for Lance Niekro, the first baseman. Niekro, 4 for 9 in a Fresno uniform with 2 homers and 3 runs batted in. Cervenak being credited with a double on that one, it looks like. Even though it looked like Espedo was there and just flat out dropped the ball. So, runner at second base, nobody out, the pitch. A little bit outside, at the knees, ball one to Niekro. He was just sent down a couple of days ago, struggling at the plate for San Francisco, hitting just .249 overall. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers, 29 runs batted in. And now time called as Mathis goes out to talk with Shell. Lance Niekro, who spent almost all of last year with the Giants, played only 1 game for Fresno after starting the year here. Niekro optioned down as Chad Santos was called up by San Francisco. Now Shell's pitch. Curveball to Niekro is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. He was averaging an RBI every 6.4 at bats and hitting .321 with runners in scoring position. He said he was rather surprised by the demotion. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. Good sinking motion on Shell's fastball there, and the count's 1-2. He's been injury plagued this year, has Niekro, with shoulder bursitis and a groin injury. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count as Shell deals. Curveball waved down and missed. That pitch ended up about 2 feet outside the strike zone, but Niekro went fishing after it, and that's the first strikeout for Steven Shell. 1 out. That'll bring up Guillermo Rodriguez, the catcher. Rodriguez batting .323, 5 doubles, a homer, 3 runs batted in. 0 for 7 on the season against Salt Lake pitching. So runner at second base, 1 out now. Shell ready, and the first pitch to Rodriguez. Swung on, popped up foul, coming back and out of play, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. This is the first of a 4-game series here in Fresno. And the Bees head home for their 4-game series with Tucson before they head back out on the road for 8, 4 at Memphis, 4 at Nashville. Rodriguez missed about a month with a right shoulder strain. The 0-1. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-2. He's been hot of late. 3 straight 2-hit games for Guillermo Rodriguez. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Shell's pitch. Curveball again. Did he go around? Apparently, Mathis asking for the appeal, and home plate umpire Steven Fritzoni says, no need to check, I saw it. And so, no appeal. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Rodriguez with Juan Melo due next. Shell ready, the pitch. Curveball chopped toward third, and that ball is foul, fielded by the third baseman Pavkovich. Just did kick foul across the stripe about 3/4 of the way up from home plate. So Rodriguez heads back to the platter. Behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Bees have won 6 out of 8 from Fresno. 3 out of 4 here, 3 out of 4 in Salt Lake City. Al Shell ready, the 1-2. Fastball inside at the knees, 2-2 the count. Here, June 3rd through the 6th, the Bees won 5-1, 7-1, lost 8-5, and won 3-2. Al Shell ready. And the 2-2 pitch from Steven. Swung on and crushed to left. That ball's up there, it's out there, and it is gone as Guillermo Rodriguez pounces on an off-speed pitch to make it a 3-2 ball game. His second home run and his 4th and 5th runs batted in as he got all of that one. 79-mile-per-hour changeup, and Rodriguez was ready for it. For Shell, that's his 8th home run surrendered, and it's a 3-2 ball game now. And the batter will be Juan Melo, batting .258, 5 doubles, 3 homers, and 18 runs batted in. So the Grizzlies back to within 1. The pitch. Melo takes a strike on the outside corner today. He's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. A couple of nights ago, he had a pinch hit RBI single to tie the game in the 8th inning at Colorado Springs. Now the 0-1. Curve ball low and inside to the left-hand batter, and the count on Melo, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Juan, 8 hits and 26 at-bats against Salt Lake. Now Shell, the 1-1. Bringing a ground ball right side on his knees. Casey Smith backhands it. Stands up and throws to first for the out. Nicely done by Casey Smith at second base. 2 down. That'll bring up Tomas De La Rosa, the shortstop, hitting .276. 11 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homers, 28 runs batted in. The games in Salt Lake were won by Fresno 6-5, and then that was the game they beat Bartolo Colon in, and then the Bees won 3 in a row, 7-6, 15-4, and 14-12. There's a pitch lined into left field, a base hit for De La Rosa. Played on the roll out there by Curtis Pride, and that's the 3rd hit of the inning for Fresno. So De La Rosa's on board with 2 out, and that'll bring up Clay Tippner, the center fielder, batting .283 since coming up from Double-A. 3 doubles and 5 runs batted in. So Clay Tippner, the batter. Left-handed batter in just his 3rd professional season. He was hitting only .222 at Double-A Connecticut when he received his promotion. Shell with a move to first, and De La Rosa is back. Tomas De La Rosa, 5 out of 9 in the stolen base department. Tying run at first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Tippner out in front of it, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. 3-2 ball game now in favor of the Bees here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Now Shell ready. Again steps off and throws to first, driving De La Rosa back. Tippner with a pair of hits yesterday afternoon at Colorado Springs. Second baseman Casey Smith, a step back on the right field grass. Shell ready, and the 0-1 pitch to Tippner. Little flare behind third, slicing foul down near the Bees bullpen down the left field line, and the count's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Tacoma hosting Las Vegas in the opening game of a series tonight up at Cheney Stadium. That game 0-0 in the 3rd. Complete rundown of all the scores coming up in the top of the 3rd. Now the 0-2 delivery. De La Rosa goes. The pitch is high. The throw down. Ibar there with the tag, scooping up the throw onto the dirt. And De La Rosa is caught stealing. 2-6 on the putout. 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. No errors and nobody left on base. As we go to the 3rd, it's now the Bees 3 and Fresno 2 on ESPN 1230.
That's all that comes out of my career and my selection to the Hall of Fame is to have people look to me on how the game was played or how you're supposed to prepare to play. Then that'd be a legacy I'd be very happy with.
Relive your fondest memories of Carlton Fisk and see his Hall of Fame plaque in Cooperstown, New York. Preserving history, honoring excellence, connecting generations. Visit us on the web at baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME.
Come sit by Grandpa. I want to show you some old pictures.
Pictures?
Of your mommy when she was a little girl.
She was a little girl?
There was. See, that's her.
Who's that, my mommy?
Ooh, that's me.
You used to have hair on your head?
Yes, I did.
What happened to it?
Lost it.
Lost it?
Mm-hmm.
How come your hair was longer than Grandma's hair?
Well, sweetie, back then, having long hair was a personal expression.
What happened to your beard?
My beard? Lost that, too.
Oh.
There are moments
that make life meaningful.
You've all sorts of stuff, Grandpa.
No kidding.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you stay fit and healthy through every stage of life and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Grandpa, you used to be skinny.
Yeah, I think that's enough pictures for today.
And you wore funny bands.
Oh, this is a great idea.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler for you, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
We go to the third inning. It's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Bees. Eric Ivar to lead it off. Takes outside ball one. Eric reached on the error by the first baseman Necro in the first. Stole second and scored on a single by Dallas McPherson. The 1-0 pitch. Ivar lifts it in the air towards right. Ellison drifting back, draws a beat on it, pulls up about 8 feet shy of the warning track to make the catch for out number one. Brings up McPherson, who looped a single into center field to drive home Ivar in the first. His first run batted in since coming to the Bees on his rehab assignment. Time now for our third inning update of the Alvarez scoreboard. Nashville batting in the top of the ninth. They've scored twice, but they trail Omaha still 5-4. First pitch to McPherson, started after it, held up as the pitch missed low, ball one. At Des Moines in the ninth inning, Oklahoma leads Iowa 3-1. The pitch. McPherson fouls it back, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Iowa riding an 8-game winning streak coming into that game. Bottom of the ninth at Memphis, Round Rock leads the Redbirds 2-0. In the sixth at Albuquerque, New Orleans and the Isotopes are tied 4-4. Now the 1-1 pitch, McPherson swings and rips one up the alley in right center field. Ellison on the run, reaches out and makes the backhanded catch. Taking extra bases away from Dallas McPherson. As Jason Ellison, who came up through the ranks as a center fielder, got a great break on that ball and headed up the alley in right center and ran it down. So 2 down. That'll bring up Mike Elward, who struck out swinging his first time up. Sacramento at Colorado Springs rained out. Portland at Tucson postponed due to travel problems for the Beavers. First pitch to Elward, a fastball inside, ball one. Las Vegas and Tacoma, 0-0 in the third inning at Cheney Stadium. 1-0 pitch. Elward fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike in the American League. Justin Mosley, the former Stinger and Bees pitcher, making his major league debut tonight. And after an inning and a half, he and the Angels have a 3-1 lead. Although he's been touched for 5 hits in 2 innings. Not a lot of hard hit balls, at least from what I've seen. There's a breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 1-2. The rest of the American League games have been completed. Boston beat Kansas City 5-4. The Red Sox rallied from a 4-0 deficit. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss to the fastball up and in. He struck him out, and that retires the ties. The Bees are retired in order for the first time tonight. So 1-2-3, across. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Bees 3, Fresno 2 on ESPN 1230.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick broth, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
go now to the bottom of the third. It's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Bees. It'll be Clay Tipner to lead things off for the Grizzlies, the number 9 hitter in Shane Turner's batting order. He was at the plate when Tomas De La Rosa was caught stealing at second base to end the second inning. First pitch to Tipner, a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Get back to that Abra scoreboard after Shell delivers the 0-1 to Tipner. Popped him up on the left side of the infield. The third baseman, Pavkovich, near the bag. Fair territory, now backpedals a couple of steps and makes the catch for out number 1. So Tipner is retired, 1 away, and here's Jason Ellison, who hit a hopper to the first baseman, Dallas McPherson, who made the play easily back in the first inning. As I mentioned, Boston beat Kansas City 5-4. The Red Sox rallied from a 4-0 deficit with 4 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Former Stingers pitcher Joel Peralta takes the loss for the Royals. He's now 1-2 as the first pitch to Ellison misses high, ball 1. Baltimore beat Oakland 5-3. No decision in the start for Jason Windsor making his major league debut. Here's a swing and another high pop-up, this one behind second base. Eric Ibar calling off Casey Smith, and he'll handle it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Fred Lewis, who grounded out to short his first time up. Windsor got the start against the Bees Thursday and got yanked after 3 innings in anticipation of the start. The Yankees doubled up Seattle 4-2. Jason Giambi with his 28th home run. Toronto ripped Texas 10-1 thanks to a 9-run 4th inning. Pitch to Lewis, cut at and missed, a strike, and it's 0-1. And Minnesota beat Tampa Bay 6-3. National League in the 4th at Phoenix. Arizona leads the Dodgers 3-2. Third inning at San Diego. The Padres are up 2-1 on Philadelphia. Now the 0-1 to Lewis. Swung on, drilled to center field. Willits backpedaling, reaches up and hauls it in to retire the side. That ball was smoked by Lewis, but right in the neighborhood of Reggie Willits. So it's another Keith Barton and Associates 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy. As we go to the 4th, it's the B3 and Fresno 2 on ESPN 1230.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union, your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
4th inning now here in Fresno. Steve Plowkey with you on a hot night of the Central Valley of California. It's 3-2 Bees here in the 4th. Jeff Mathis leading it off, and he pops it up left side of the infield. Now De La Rosa backpedals out into short left field and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Casey Smith, who singled to right and scored in the 2nd inning. Finishing up that check of the Abra scoreboard. Milwaukee and the Giants, 0-0. San Francisco batting in the bottom of the 3rd. Finals, Pittsburgh down Colorado 3-1. Florida topped Washington 4-2, and Atlanta pounded out 20 hits to beat the Cardinals 15-3 for the Braves' 6th straight win. Smith swings and fouls it back, strike 1, and all of a sudden now the Atlanta Braves are very much in the wild card chase in the National League. No chance really of any to catch the Mets in the division as Casey Smith lifts one in the air towards right. Drifting back Ellison. Now stops and makes the catch. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the 4th. That'll bring up Jason Espino, who struck out swinging his first time up. The Braves, while they do have 7 teams ahead of them, they are only 5 games in back of Cincinnati for the National League wild card spot. First pitch to Espino and fouled back, strike 1. 0-1 the count. After striking out Travis Hafner in the first inning, Dustin Mosley gives up a home run to Hafner in the 3rd at 3-2 Angels. Hafner's 28th of the year. 1 ball, 1 strike the pitch. Espino swings and misses out in front of a changeup, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomorrow night, Joe Saunders will be going for the Angels against Cleveland in place of Kelvin Escobar. Fastball high, 2-2. Mosley starting tonight in place of Jared Weaver, who's suffering from a mild case of right bicep tendonitis. Saunders made 2 starts last year for the Angels as Kinney misses low and outside, and the count on Espino is full. At 3-2, he was not involved in a decision in either start. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swinging a foul back. We wish Joe well tomorrow, but you also wish that maybe he had been called up at a time where he was a little bit more in a groove. He's really scuffled his last 2 or 3 times out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch high, ball 4. Espino draws the 2-out walk. First free pass given out by Kinney, and that'll bring up Adam Patkovich, who hit a ground rule double to left field his first time up and later scored.
Adam Patkovich.
He's been able to struggle his way through, has Joe, against AAA hitters, but I don't know that he'd be able to get the same results while struggling against Major League hitters. Throw to first base, and the runner's back. Runner at first base, 2 out. The pitch. Fastball high to Adam Patkovich. Again, tomorrow night, Jesse Smith makes his AAA debut for the Bees. He's 6-8 at AA Arkansas. Now the 1-0. Fastball high, ball 2, 2-0. And now the catcher, Rodriguez, goes out to talk things over with Matt Kinney. Runner at first base, 2 out. We're in the 4th inning. Bees leading by a score of 3-2. Now the pitch. Fastball strike right down the middle, and the count on Patkovich is 2-1. Bees leading by a run, trying to put something together here with 2 outs after the walk to Espino. Now Kinney, the throw to first, and scrambling back is Jason. 2 balls, 1 strike. Outfield pretty much straight away for Patkovich as the 2-1 comes home. Espino takes off, swing and a miss, throw to second, and he is going to be out by plenty. Hit and run was on, and Patkovich unable to make contact, and so Espino thrown out trying to steal to end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base now, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Bees 3, Fresno 2 on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi,
The driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Denny's works for me because I like bacon, sausage, and ham, usually at the same time. And I can get all that at Denny's for just a few bucks. I mean, you know, how many places can you still say that about? I can think of about one.
Denny's is also the one place you can go for the new Extreme Grand Slam. It has more bacon and sausage than ever, plus 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. One of 3 new Super Slams for just $5.99 each. Denny's.
Works for me.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Top of the fourth inning, 3-2 in favor of the Bees. It'll be Kevin Franson, Mike Cervenek, and Lance Necro, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Grizzlies here in the bottom of the fourth against right-hander Stephen Shell. First pitch to Franson, fouled off the mask of the catcher Mathis. Strike one. Franson grounded out to short his first time up. Been a struggle for Dustin Mosley. He leads 3-2 in the third. The Indians with runners at first and second base, and one out. He's already in the third inning, thrown 57 pitches. Time called as Stephen reties his left shoe. Don't forget, if you have a youngster 14 and under, stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet location at 5650 South State Street in Murray and enter them to win a chance to be the honorary bat kid at the Bees home game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet. After all, you know this guy. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on and looped foul. First base side into the upper deck. And the count on Franson is 0-2. Franson has had time in the big leagues this year. Hitting .232 for the Giants. Now the 0-2 delivery, swinging a foul. That went in on his fists. And was just able to get a piece of it to stay alive. So the count remains 0-2 on Franson. Actually batting .210 with the Giants this year. Now the 0-2 from Shell, swinging a ground ball, fair, past the diving McPherson, and rolling into the right field corner. Jason Espedo giving chase, overruns the ball. Franson taking the turn at second, and is on his way to third with a leadoff triple. A hard-hit ball off the bat of Franson, got by McPherson, and Espedo in the corner went to get it, but couldn't stop in time as the ball took a funny bounce off the sidewall there. And by the time he could recover, Franson was on his way to his third triple of the year. So now the tying run is 90 feet away with nobody out. The infield back, they'll concede the run for Cervenek, who takes a strike 0-1. Cervenek doubled off the glove of the right fielder Jason Espedo his first time up. Now Shell ready, the 0-1. Swung on, looped over Ibar into left field, a base hit. In from third comes Franson, and the ball game is all tied at 3-3. Cervenek with his 16th run batted in just his 19th game since coming back from Korea. So now, a 3-3 game with a runner at first and nobody out. The batter, Lance Necro, struck out on a breaking ball his last time up. The infield, double play, depth, the pitch. Another curved ball into the dirt. Blocked nicely by the catcher, Mathis, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Bees have lost 4 in a row overall. Their season-long streak was 5 losses in a row. They've already lost 5 in a row on the road, which is a season high. Trying to snap those streaks tonight. The pitch on the way. Swung on a curveball, loop to center field. That's going to land on the lawn for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Cervenek. And the Grizzlies have a hit from each of their first 3 batters. Here in the 4th inning, here's Guillermo Rodriguez, who parked one up into the bleachers in left field his first time up, a 2-run home run. So danger here with runners at first and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th in what is right now a 3-3 game. Shell ready, and the first pitch to Rodriguez. Curveball low and outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Shell has definitely struggled as of late. His last win coming on the 17th of June against Las Vegas, which he threw 5 scoreless innings. A 1-0 pitch. Curveball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. In Tacoma, the Rainiers and Las Vegas are tied, 1-1 in the 4th. Again, Tacoma, 2 games in back of the base to start of play tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shell's pitch. Swung on in the air to center field. Reggie Willits back 2 steps. Out comes in, makes the catch, tagging at second Cervenek, and now Willits dropped the ball as he tried to make his throw. They say he dropped it, taking it out of his glove, so the catch is made on Rodriguez, and there's 1 out. But in his haste to take the ball out of his mitt and throw to third, it slipped out of his hands like a slippery bar of soap. So now the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away, and it brings up Juan Melo, grounded out to the second baseman Smith his first time up. These could use the double play ball right here. Runners at the corners, 1 out, 3-3 game. Shell's pitch to Melo, and it's low and outside to the left-hand batter. Ball 1. Melo, a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the righty Shell. Shell has given up, coming into this game, 28 hits in his last 3 starts, totaling just 12 innings. Shell ready, and the 1-0 pitch to Melo. Swinging a foul, back out of play, 1-1 the count tonight. In 3 1/3, he's given up 6 hits, 3 runs all earned. 3 of the 6 runs have gone for extra bases. Melo at the plate. Awaits Shell's 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up foul, twisting out of play into the seats down the left field line. And so the count on Melo, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 4th. Game 1 of a 4-game series here against the Grizzlies. Now Shell from the belt ready. The 1-2. Curveball low. 2-2 the count on Melo. Outfield shaded towards left a bit for Melo. He's in his 14th professional season. Started the year in the Colorado Rockies system with the Sky Sox. Was hitting .211 there. The Giants acquired him from Colorado on the 26th of May. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back as Melo gets a piece of it to stay alive, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. These with 1 in the first, 2 in the second to go up 3-0, but Fresno with 2 in the second and 1 so far here in the 4th. Now Shell ready, and the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball into the dirt, ball 3. And so now the count on Melo is full at 3-2. Not sure if Negro will be going at first base here. Melo doesn't make contact, Niekro would be more than likely an easy out at second base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shell ready. The fake to third, the look towards first, but nobody bought. So we'll do it again. Now Shell ready. The 3-2 pitch, Niekro doesn't go, and it just misses outside at the knees. Ball 4. First walk issued by Shell as that one narrowly missed. So now the bases are loaded. 1 out for Tomas De La Rosa, who singled to left field. His first time up, but was eventually thrown out trying to steal. De La Rosa this year, 2 for 6 with the bases loaded. Both have been grand slams. There have been 2 for the Grizzlies this year, and they both belong to Melo. First pitch from Shell. Fastball just a little bit low, ball 1. Juan Rivera, an RBI double in the bottom of the third. The Angels and Dustin Mosley leading Cleveland now 4-2. 1 ball, no strikes, bases loaded, infield double play, depth the pitch. Rip foul, in and out of the seat just beyond the third base dugout, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cervenek, the runner at third, Niekro on at second, and Melo's over at first. Only 1 out. Time called at home plate. The outfield playing De La Rosa to pull towards left. Now Shell looking in, getting his sign from Mathis. The right-hander comes set. And now the 1-1 pitch. Curve ball low and outside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Again, no place to put De La Rosa here. Now Shell ready. The glance back towards second. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up foul. First base side. That's going to make its way upstairs. So now the count on De La Rosa's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clay Timpner, the center fielder, is due next. 2 balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Fastball inside, ball 3. 3-2 the count. Have to throw a strike here or the go-ahead run will be forced in. Shell's payoff pitch. Driven up the alley in right center field. Espedo on the run makes the catch. Tagging at third, Cervenek will score. Tagging at second, Niekro will move up to third. And the Grizzlies had their first lead of the game at 4-3. A sacrifice fly and a run batted in. As that one, fortunately for the Bees, stayed in the ballpark. So the Grizzlies now with a 1-run lead and runners at the corners with 2 outs. De La Rosa drives in his 29th run. And here's Clay Timpner, who popped up to Papchevich at third, his first time up. So the Bees once led 3-0, now trail 4-3. So Steven Shell ready to go with runners at the corners. The pitch fouled off third base side, out of play. Strike 1, the count on Timpner. Timpner, a 4th-round pick just 2 years ago by the Giants out of the University of Central Florida. Cal League All-Star last season. Good speed to throw to first, the runner's back. Led the California League, which is a high A league, last year in triples with 12 and stolen bases with 34. No balls, 1 strike the count. Shell ready in the pitch. Long on and chop foul at the first base side. 0-2 the count on Timpner. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 4-3 Fresno. Now Shell from the belt ready. Checks the runner, and the 0-2. Timpner swings and lashes one to right center field. Espedo on the run, won't be able to get to it. It's off the base of the wall. Necro will score. Melo being waved around as Timpner goes into third with a 2-run triple. And now it's 6-3 Fresno. Timpner's first AAA three-bagger, as that one was rifled up the gap in right center field. And now Charles Nagy, the pitching coach, making his way out to the mound. A 4-run bottom of the fourth inning for Fresno as the Grizzlies jumping on Stephen Shell his second time through the order. The Bees unable to handle Prosperity tonight as they had that 3-0 lead after an inning and a half. Jason Ellison will be the batter. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and popped to short. So runner at third, 2 out. So the Bees once led by 3, now they trail by 3. The pitch from Shell. Ellison takes a curveball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Low for a ball. One of the strengths of the Bees early in the season was the starting pitching, and obviously some of the great ones have gone on to the big leagues, Jared Weaver in particular, and of course now Mosley and Saunders. There's a curveball strike at the knees. 1-2 rather, but someone else is going to have to start to pick it up. The last time that a Bee starting pitcher won a ball game was back on July the 1st. Joe Saunders turning the trick. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball in, and it hit him. While 1-2 pitch, Shell tried to move Ellison off the plate and came in too far and hit Ellison with the pitch. For Shell, that's his 4th hit batter of the year. Well, last night, Sacramento on 2 occasions batted around, and now the Grizzlies have hit around here in the 4th as a right-hander, Matt Wilhite, has gotten up in the Salt Lake bullpen. Fred Lewis, the batter. He's grounded to short and fly to center field. So runners at the corners, 2 outs. Lewis at the plate, the cousin of former Buzz outfielder Matt Lawton. Now the pitch on the way. Third ball to the dirt, 1-0. It's been feast or famine for Stephen Shell. He worked a 1-2-3 inning in the first and again in the third. But he gave up 2 in the second and now 4 so far here in the fourth. One ball, no strikes the count on Lewis. The pitch, there goes the runner. The pitch is low. The throw goes to third and back in with a head first dive is Clay Timpner. And so the count on Lewis. Scoreboard says 1-1. I believe that was not called a strike, but maybe it was. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll go with the board right now. Time called. Runners at second and third now after the steal by Ellison. The pitch. Lewis takes low and away for a ball. Ninth man to bat in the inning for the Fresno Grizzlies. Shell ready. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. The catcher Mathis for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Lewis. Shell trying to get out of the inning without any further damage being done. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 4 in. Shell delivers, and Lewis swings. It's a ground ball to Ibar at short, who gobbles it up, throws to first, and out at first. McPherson diving for the ball, but somehow able to make contact or keep contact with the bag with his right foot. So a heck of a play by McPherson to save a run and an error. 4 do score in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 runners were left on base. We go to the 5th. It's Fresno 6, the Bees 3 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, is this the Federal Reserve? How you doing? Good. I'm fine, thanks. Listen, maybe you can help me. You're the guys who control the interest rates, right? Good. I was wondering if you could just not touch the interest rates until I sell my home. Well, yeah, I understand that, but no, I just need you to not touch the interest rate until I sell my home. That's all. Just, don't raise it. Just, keep it stable. Well, is there someone there who can help me? Yeah, I'll hold. Thanks.
Okay, so you can't control the Fed, but call a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent, and you'll have qualified buyers from all over the world looking at your home, no matter what the interest rate is. That's because Coldwell Banker agents are not only local experts, they're also part of a national and international referral network of professional agents. So there will be thousands of Coldwell Banker agents all over the world working to find you the right buyer at the right price.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm still on hold. Sure, I'll stay here. Thanks.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. The Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Adam Patkovich on a 1-0 pitch. It's a sharp ground ball. Backhanded at third by Cervenek to throw to first in plenty of time for the out. So Patkovich retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Reggie Willits, who delivered a 2-run single his last time up. At the time, it gave the Bees a 3-0 lead. They now trail by a score of 6-3. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Fresno defensive alignment. Fred Lewis, Clay Timpner, and Jason Ellison in left, center, and right. Mike Cervenek, Tomas De La Rosa, Kevin Franson, and Lance Necro, the infield third to first. A battery of Matt Kinney pitching and Guillermo Rodriguez catching. Willits showing bunt, and the curveball misses outside. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes the count. The pitch. Willits swings and launches one towards center. Timpner drifting backpedaling to the edge of the track in front of the 400-foot sign, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That may be about as far as I've seen Reggie hit a ball, but he hit it to straightaway center field and has nothing to show for it but an at-bat. So 2 down. That'll bring up Curtis Pride. 0 for 2, called out on strikes his last time up. And Matt Kinney, 0-2 against the Bees this year, but leading by 3 here in the 5th tonight. The pitch, high for a ball, 1-0, and again he has made 7 previous starts lifetime against Salt Lake since leaving the Buzz, and is 1-5. His only win coming in 2001 with Edmonton. There's a fastball down the middle for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Kinney's pitch. Curveball, strike at the knees, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Curtis with Eric Ibar due next. The pitch. Into the dirt, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Pride. That ball in the dirt being taken out of play by home plate umpire Stephen Fritzoni. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kenny winds and the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Matt Kinney in the ball game. 3 up, 3 down, go the Bees. At the halfway point of the scheduled 9-rounder, it's Fresno 6, the Bees 3 on ESPN 1230.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
Hi, Paul Hartman here. You know, if I were to hire somebody for my business, I would want to see their resume. That's why I think it's only fair to give you our resume right now. We have 20 years servicing the Wasatch area. Family owned and operated. Winner of last year's top technician training program. Always staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we specialize in finding you the best solution for your comfort with energy savings. With over 71% repeat and customer referral rate, we know we're doing our job right. So, when you're in need, call Hartman Heating and Air, 264-8300. Serving the heart of your home and business.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-3 in favor of Fresno. It'll be Kevin Franson, Mike Cervenek, and Lance Necro due up, the same 3 batters who started off last inning as Fresno batted around and scored 4 runs to take the lead. Franson started it off with a triple into the right field corner, one of 2 3-baggers for Fresno in that inning. Steven Shell back out on top of the hill. Now his first pitch to Franson. Swinging a foul back, strike 1. Jason Michaels has hit a 2-run home run off Dustin Mosley. It's now the Angels 5 and Cleveland 4. Getting set to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Now the 0-1. Fastball inside, 1-1. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Curtis Pride in left, Reggie Willits in center, and Jason Espedo in right. We'll give you the infield third to first after Shell delivers the 1-1 to Franson. Curveball grounded toward short. Ibar to his left has it. Sets and throws to first on target and in time for out number 1. Franson retired. That'll bring up Cervenek. Doubled and scored in the second. Singled and a run in the 4th and later scored. So Cervenek the batter. Adam Pavkovich at third. Eric Ibar at short. Casey Smith at second. And Dallas McPherson at first. A battery of Stephen Shell pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. So 1 out. Base is empty for the Grizzlies here in the 5th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Strike 1. If you're between the ages of 8 and 13, you can help me call the action line for the press box as the Great Clips Junior broadcaster. Enter to win at any Wasatch Front. Great Clips location. Relax. It's Great Clips. No balls. 1 strike the count on Cervenek. The pitch. Line to left field. A base hit. And Shell hung a breaking ball there. And Cervenek jumped all over it for his 3rd straight hit. Boy, what a difference he makes in the lineup after missing the first half of the season, trying to play professionally over in Korea. Last year he hit .312, 19 homers, 103 runs batted in, and he's picked up where he left off. Here's Lance Necro, 1 for 2. Dropped a single into center field his last time up and later scored. Pitch on the way, and it's outside at the knees, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Infield, double play depth behind Shell. He's 3rd in the league, rather, with 108 double plays turned. The pitch. Curveball grounded to third. Diving backhand stop by Paskovich. Gets up, looks to second. No play. Throws to first in time for the out. Sensational play by Adam Paskovich. Diving to his right to take a double away from Lance Niekro. Looked towards second. Had no play, but had plenty of time to get it to first for the out. And that could very well be our Mountains West Ranch's defensive play of the game. We'll let you know in the post-game show, the 10th inning show. So runner at second base now with 2 outs for Guillermo Rodriguez. Takes a curveball, low and outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Rodriguez, a 2-run home run in the second. Flight out to center field in the fourth. Now the 1-0 delivery. That sinks down low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Runner at second base, 2 down. 6-3 Fresno in a game Salt Lake once led 3-0. The pitch. Strike, a fastball in the outside corner at the knees, and the count on Rodriguez is 2-1. Rodriguez made a handful of appearances for Fresno in 02 and 03, but have been in the lower levels, A and AA, since. Now the 2-1 offering. Swing and a foul tip out in front of a changeup was Rodriguez. Got a piece of it. Fouled it right into the glove of the catcher, Jeff Mathis. So the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scare last night for the Seattle Mariners as they tried to leave Toronto. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, little flare, shallow right center. Backpedaling out, Casey Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. We'll tell you about it when we come back for the 6th inning. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left. After 5, it's Fresno 6, the Bees 3 on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me salivate.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
No.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Why
didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
All right, we go to the 6th inning. The Bees trailing by 3 runs at 6-3. It'll be Eric Ivar, Dallas McPherson, and Mike Elward to up next. As Eric Ivar stands in, reached on an error and scored on the first. Flied out to right field in the third. We were telling you about the scare the Mariners had last night. First pitch to Ivar outside with a fastball, ball 1. Apparently they had to evacuate their plane in Toronto because of a fire on the conveyor belt used to load the luggage. Here's Ivar swinging and grounding one through the middle into center field for a base hit. And so Ivar aboard with a leadoff single. Hit number 5 for the Bees, but their first since Reggie Willett's 2-run single in the 2nd inning. Brings up Dallas McPherson, 1 for 2, delivered an RBI single back in the first. The team was pulled off the plane for about 20-30 minutes while an airport crew found a new bag loading belt. to the infield. Double play depth with a runner at first base and nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. Strike one. Time now for our sixth inning update of the Abra scoreboard. Omaha held on to defeat Nashville 5-4, but Iowa could not gain any ground on the first place Sounds as they fell at home to Oklahoma 3-1. As activity begins to stir in the Fresno bullpen, a right-hander is up. The toss to first, and Ibar is back. Round Rock shut out Memphis by a score of 2-0. As Carlos Hines is up in the Fresno bullpen. One strike on McPherson as Kenny deals. Swung on, lifted in the air toward left. Lewis going back, still going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it is gone. A two-run opposite field home run for Dallas McPherson, his 9th home run of the year, his first of his current rehab assignment, and it's now Fresno 6 and the Bees 5. So McPherson with the home run. In a Salt Lake uniform this year, he has 28 hits, and that's his 21st extra base hit. So now the Bees within a run, and for Kenny, that is the 11th home run he has surrendered this year, 6 of which have been hit by the Bees. There's a first pitch fastball in at the knees for a strike. 0-1 to Mike Elward, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. They're in the 8th at Albuquerque. The Isotopes leading New Orleans 6-5. Third ball in at the knees, and quickly Mike is in the hole, 0-2. Sacramento at Colorado Springs rained out. Portland at Tucson postponed due to Portland travel difficulties. The 1-1 pitch, rather the 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Said first base umpire Brian Knight, and Elward strikes out for the 3rd time in the ball game. So 1 out. That is the 6th strikeout for Matt Kenny. That'll bring up Jeff Mathis, who's popped up twice, once to third and once to short. Las Vegas at Tacoma, 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. In the American League, the Angels 7, the Indians 4. 80 pitches for Dustin Mosley through 4. They may try to give him a shot in the 5th inning to get through and possibly pick up a win. Orlando Cabrera just hitting a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now the line and the 1-0 to Mathis. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Lewis headed back to the wall. Leaps up, and it's off the top of the barrier. And caroms by Lewis halfway back into the middle of left field. And Jeff Mathis is aboard with a double. Boy, when that left his bat, it looked like that one had a chance to leave the yard, and it just kind of died out of the heavy air. But Mathis with his 22nd double, and the Bees have the potential tying run at second base with 1 out for Casey Smith, who has singled and flied out in 2 plate appearances. That may be all for Kenny as Trevor Wilson, the pitching coach, gives way as Shane Turner, the manager, now pops out of the first base dugout. That may be all for Matt Kenny. It's a long, hot night so far, and he may be running out of gas. Carlos Hines, a hard-throwing right-hander, in the bullpen for the Grizzlies, and that's going to be all for Kenny. Hines to come on. We'll tell you all about him after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
So Carlos Hines comes on for Fresno, making his 30th appearance of the year, all out of the bullpen in 34 innings. He's given up 43 hits, 21 runs, 16 of them earned. He has struck out 29 and walked 14. Hines is 1-0 with a 4.24 earned run average. The PCL batting .309 against right-hander Carlos Hines. He'll inherit the tying run at second base with one out, and Casey Smith, the batter. He has singled and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Smith on the year, 1 hit and 2 at-bats against Hines. He's also walked once against the 6'3" right-hander, and the first pitch to Casey on the way. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Checking the rest of the average scoreboard, Boston beat Kansas City 5-4. Former Stinger Joel Peralta takes the loss. Now the 0-1. Smith swings and taps it foul behind home plate, 0-2. Baltimore topped Oakland 5-3. In New York, the Yankees doubled up the Mariners 4-2. Toronto broke a 1-all tie with a 9-run fourth and beat Texas 10-1. And Minnesota topped Tampa Bay 6-3. Now the 0-2 to Casey. Swing, a little tap out in front of the plate. Off the mound, Hines, the bare hand pickup and throw to first in time for the out. On the play, Mathis takes third. So 2 down, and it's up to Jason Espedo now, who's facing Hines for the first time. He has struck out and walked in 2 plate appearances. In the 7th at Phoenix, Arizona now leading the Dodgers 8-2, breaking it open with a 5-run 6th. Padres still lead the Phillies 2-1. That game in the 6th inning now at Petco. Brewers have just taken the lead on San Francisco. 1 ball, no strike the count on Espedo. Now Hines pitch. Swinging a ground ball through into right field, a base hit. In from third, Jeff Mathis scores the game-tying run, and we're all even again at 6-6. Jason Espedo pulling the 1-0 through the right side of the infield and out into right field. So now it's a 6-6 game with a runner at first base and 2 outs. That closes the books on Matt Kinney's line. 5 1/3 innings, 6 runs on 7 hits, 5 of the runs earned, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 homer. And the best he can do, well, the only thing he can do now is a no decision. In the hands of the bullpen now. Adam Pavkovich has doubled and grounded out in 2 plate appearances. The pitch, fastball up and in, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Pavkovich 0 for 1 against Hines this year. Pirates beat the Rockies 3-1. Florida topped Washington 4-2, and Atlanta routed St. Louis 15-3 for their 6th straight win. The 1-0 pitch is shot past the sliding Franzen into center field. Stopping at second base is Espedo. A rocket off the bat of Pavkovich. Franzen trying to make the sliding backhanded play, had it come right through him. And so now runners are at first and second base with 2 out for Reggie Willits. So Pavkovich with his 2nd hit of the ball game, and now the Bees with 2 outs have the potential go-ahead run in scoring position. Reggie 1 for 3 with a 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. Here it's a 6-6 ball game. Willits on the year, 1 for 2 with a double against Hines. Runners at first and second base, 2 out. Willits, the 8th man to come to bat in the inning for the Bees. The pitch fouled off third base side, out of play, strike 1. Be on the lookout for the Geico Insurance run of the game. The first time after the 5th inning, the Bees score a run to add to a lead. Geico Insurance donates $25 to the Air Force Fund. Check your yellow pages to call your local Geico office today. So far this season, there have been 39 Geico Insurance runs, making the donation total $975. The 0-1 to Willits. Swinging a ground ball to second. Franzen scoops it up and flips it to De La Rosa for the force out at second base on Pavkovich. And that retires the side, but the Bees have come back to tie it up with 3 runs on 5 hits. 2 runners were left on base. As we go to the bottom of the sixth, it's now the B6, Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
Introducing Papa John's new sizzling fajita pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large sizzling fajita pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 sizzling days of summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
Well, we go down to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's all tied up again. It's 6 hits. The Bees with 9 hits. The Grizzlies with 8. It'll be Juan Melo, Tomas De La Rosa, and Clay Tempner, the bottom third of the order, due up to face right-hander Steven Shell, who's out there to start the sixth inning. Melo has grounded out and walked in 2 plate appearances. First pitch on the way, and it's a curveball low, ball 1. Billy Hall's just hit a 3-run home run to give Milwaukee now a 5-1 lead at San Francisco. Matt Wilhite now back up in the Salt Lake bullpen. The pitch, swinging a foul, back out of play. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Bees and the Grizzlies all knotted up at 6 here. Now the wind by Shell, the 1-1. Melo takes low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Again, the Braves win was their 6th in a row, and it snapped St. Louis's winning streak at 7. See, the former buzzman, Doug Minkiewicz, is back in the news again. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch fouled back 2-2. It has to deal with Larry Lucchino, the Red Sox CEO, over the World Series ball that Minkiewicz had at the end of the year. Minkiewicz, of course, kept the ball before lending it to the team for 1 year. The following February, Boston sued him in November, but the suit was dismissed in December. The pitch on the way. Melo pulls one foul down the right field side into the Fresno bullpen. So the count remains 2-2. Minkiewicz said, ever since I loaned it to the Red Sox, I thought that would be the best place for it, the Hall of Fame. Who now has it? 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6-6 here in the 6th. Now Shell winds the 2-2 to Melo. Fastball high, ball 3. 3-2. I don't think that Ryan Harper or manager Charles Nagy will go very far with Shell in this inning if he gets in trouble. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Reached out by Melo and fouled on the left field side on the pitch out by the outside corner. Well, Dustin Mosley worked a 1-2-3 5th inning, so he's in position for a win as the Angels lead the Indians 7-4 in his major league debut. It's been a tough 5 innings, though. Probably done for the night with 92 pitches thrown, 56 of them strikes. Now Shell winds the 3-2 to Melo. Outside, he walked him, and the leadoff man is on for the Grizzlies here in the 6th. That'll bring up Tomas De La Rosa, who singled in the 2nd and drove a run in with a sacrifice fly. And As we mentioned, I didn't think Brian Harper would have a lot of patience in this inning, and here he comes out of the third base dugout. Matt Wilhite up in the bullpen, and that's going to be all for Stephen Shell. So a new pitcher, Matt Wilhite, getting set to come in for the Bees. We'll tell you all about him after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who is in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with a runner at first base and nobody out. Matt Wilhite coming on to pitch for the 34th time in 51 in the third innings. He's given up 49 hits, 23 runs, 21 of them earned. He has struck out 19 and walked 15. Wilhite has won 3 and lost 2 with a 3.68 earned run average. The PCL batting .255 against right-hander Matt Wilhite. He'll inherit a runner at first, nobody out. Wilhite, 3 1/3 scoreless innings in 2 appearances against Fresno so far this year. Corner man in, expecting the bunt. No sign of one from De La Rosa as he takes the sidearm fastball to the knee. Strike 1. Cannot close the books on the line. There's a snap toward the first. Close, but Malo is back. De La Rosa singled in the second, drove in a run with a sac fly in the fourth. Pavkovich in at third. Wilhite's pitch. De La Rosa lines one off the glove of Wilhite, deflects to the second baseman Smith, to Ibar for 1, to first for 2. That may be a 1-4-6-3 double play. As a liner deflected by Wilhite, it went right to Casey Smith, who then turned it over to Ibar for the force out there at second base, and then the relay to first in plenty of time. So just like that, 2 outs and nobody on base. Here's Clay Tempner, who drove in 2 runs with a triple his last time up. Shows fun and takes inside, ball 1. That does close the books on Shell. 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned. 2 walks, a strikeout, a hit batter, and a home run. As the sidearm breaking ball misses low, and the count on Tempner's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the pitch. Fastball outside at the knees. Ball 3. 3-0 the count with Jason Ellison due next. Now Wilhite, the pitch. Fastball down the middle is strike 3 and 1. Matt Wilhite in relief of Stephen Shell. The bullpen's on both sides now. The pitchers of record. The 3-1 delivery. Tempner swings and hits one high in the air to right center field. Willett's on the run towards the track. Makes the running catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits. A walk, but with the double play, nobody left on the base pass. As we head to the 7th, it's the Bees 6 and Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $89 a month for 24 months with zero down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $89 a month plus zero down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event, because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle, walk in, try it out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select new Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $89 monthly payment for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $10,000 for account kept term. Thereafter, the standard rate of 12.99% or 22.99% APR applies. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. Call 1-800-887-2887.
SOS Staffing Services is a proud sponsor of Bees Baseball. Just like the Salt Lake Bees, SOS is Utah's hometown team. Based in Salt Lake City for over 32 years, SOS has 27 strategically placed Utah offices to draft Utah's top talent. SOS specializes in direct placement, temp to hire, and temporary employment in fields such as administrative, technical, production assembly, labor, and many more. So the next time your business needs a pinch hitter or a top draft pick, call SOS Staffing Services.
All right, we go to the 7th inning, and it's all tied up 6-6. Curtis Pride, Eric Ibar, Dallas McPherson, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to face right-hander Carlos Hines, who came on last inning. First pitch on the way to Curtis. Sinks, but down at the knees, a strike 0-1. These look like they're going to need a win here to retain their 2-game lead. Tacoma just hit Las Vegas with a 5-run fifth and leads the 51s 6-1. Las Vegas in danger of losing their 8th straight as Pride takes downstairs a fastball, 1-1. Time now for the Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. And we'll give it to you in just a moment as Hines is ready to deliver the 1-1 to Curtis Pride. Fastball high, 2-1 the count. For the Bees, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Grizzlies, 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Bees have left 4 runners on base, while the Grizzlies have stranded 3. Now the 2-1 to Curtis. Low and inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Bees with 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the sixth. Fresno 2 in the second, and 4 in the fourth. 3 balls, 1 strike on Pride. The pitch. Swinging a tap foul behind home plate, and that fills the count at 3-2. Final line on Kinney, 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 home run allowed. Dallas McPherson, 2 for 3 tonight with 3 runs batted in, including a 2-run homer. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch to Pride. Down low with a sinker, he walked him, and the leadoff man's aboard for the Bees here in the 7th. First walk for Hines, second for Fresno pitching in the ball game, and that'll bring up Eric Ibar. 1 for 3, single to center and scored last inning. The Bees 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. Oh, the potential go-ahead run is on at first base. First pitch on the way, and Ibar takes low and outside, ball 1. So Dustin Mosley's night is complete. 5 innings of work for the Angels, 10 hits allowed, just 4 runs all earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a couple of home run balls, but he's in position for the win as the Angels lead it 8-4 in the 6th, so long as the bullpen holds the lead. Toss to first, and Pride is back. To give up 10 hits in 5 innings and only surrender 4 runs. That's not all that bad. The infield double play depth up the middle. Cervenek in at third. The pitch. Outside with a fastball at the knees. Ball 2. 2-0 the count as Hines struggling right now with a strike zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Don't forget the Bees home for this Pioneer Day weekend. Now the 2-0 delivery. Runner goes, swinging a ground ball to short. The throw to second, they get Pride. The throw to first, they get Ibar. Even with a runner going, it's a 6-4-3 double play. Taylor made a hard-hit ground ball. If it wasn't that hard a hit ball, Pride's in at second base. So just like that, 2 outs and nobody on, and that'll bring up Dallas McPherson, who's 2 for 3. So 2 outs, nobody on base. Now Hines pitch. McPherson takes a breaking ball inside, ball 1. Catcher Guillermo Rodriguez wanting the appeal, but home plate umpire Stephen Frizzoni won't give him one. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. McPherson swings and fouls it back into the upper deck, and the count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bees 6, Fresno 6. We're in the 7th inning. Grizzlies will have the top of their order due up in the 7th inning. The 1-1 pitch. McPherson takes inside at the knees, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Now Hines walking back onto the grass behind the pitcher's mound. Now Sproles back up on top of the hill. 6'3", 190 out of Selma, North Carolina. Originally drafted by the Reds in 1999 in the 24th round. Hines delivers the 2-1. McPherson swings and he fouls it back. Evens the count on Dallas at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Be interesting to see what kind of a move the Angels make when McPherson's ready to go back. It could be that since Ibar came down when Mosley was activated, that if Mosley's only there for 1 start, Dallas would replace him. The 2-1 pitch, McPherson hits a slow chopper toward short. It's cut off with the third baseman Cervenak, throws to first, lobs it over, it's dug out of the dirt by Necro. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by America First Credit Union. For any financial needs, come to America First Credit Union where members come first. We go to the 7th, bottom of the 7th, B6 Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel's today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
All right, we go now to the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Bees right now and the Grizzlies all tied at 6. Jason Ellison to lead it off. He's 0 for 2, is hit by a pitch his last time up. Matt Wilhite in relief of Steven Shell delivers a fastball outside, ball 1. Ellison, Lewis, and Franzen due up. The top of the order for the Grizzlies. Now Wilhite, the 1-0. Swing a little dribbler out towards the mound, scooped up by Wilhite. He'll wait for McPherson to get to first and now throws over for the out. One away. That'll bring up Fred Lewis, who's 0 for 3. He's twice grounded to short, and he's also fly to center field. Time now for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history, brought to you by Med1 Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. It was on this date, July 17th. We'll go back to 1975 when Chuck Dobson throws a 7-inning no-hitter as the Salt Lake Gold flank the Hawaii Islanders 5-0. Here's a line drive, left field. Curtis Pride right there makes the shoulder-high catch. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Kevin Franzen, who's 1 for 3 with a double. 1 for 3 with a triple. So 31 years ago today, Chuck Dobson, who spent time in the big league, throws a 7-inning no-hitter in the Gulls' 5-0 win over Hawaii. Of course, that franchise is now the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. The Gulls moved to Calgary and then down to Albuquerque. There's a breaking ball outside, ball 1. So I guess the way the family bloodline works, the Albuquerque Isotopes right now are the old Salt Lake Gulls. 1 ball, no strikes the pitch. Breaking ball, strike. As he started it inside, brought it back over the corner at the knees, 1-1. As Kevin Franzen questions the call, and home plate umpire Stephen Fritzoni. 1 ball, 1 strike. Time called as Franzen steps out. Now the right-hander Will Hite ready. The 1-1. Fastball fouled. Straight back. So the count on Franzen, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Will Hite ready. The pitch. Line drive, right center field. Willits on the run. Makes the Bill the cap high catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Grizzlies. And that's another Keith Barton and Associates 1-2-3 inning. His phone number is 801. It's easy as we go to the 8th. B6, Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me for a ride to the bedroom. No.
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
One seriously out of shape piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Come on, what do you want?
Well, I don't know what I want for breakfast because I can't think before I have breakfast. But how do I decide what I want for breakfast if I can't think until I get breakfast?
You'll have a number 1 with a large coffee.
Snap out of it with a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich from McDonald's. And if you need more help in the morning, visit McMornings.com.
Like you read my mind. It's a pretty short book.
At participating McDonald's.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. It's a 6-6 ball game. Mike Elwert, Jeff Baptist, Casey Smith due up. A tough night so far for Mike Elwert. He's 0 for 3, having struck out all 3 times at the plate. All 3 times he went down swinging. Leading off against Carlos Hines here, the pitch. Swung on, driven to center field. Tintner going back, still going back. At the 400-foot sign, makes the catch in front of the barrier and hangs on after hitting the fence. Oh, Mike gave that one a good ride, but he hit it to straightaway center field, and Clay Tintner with a fine running catch to take extra bases away from Mike. He's about halfway to the warning track, took 2 steps, banged against the fence, but was able to hang on. So 1 out. That'll bring up Jeff Mathis, who narrowly missed a home run, hitting one high off the wall in left field his last time up for a double. So 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. A 6-6 game. Here in the top of the 8th. The 1-0 from Hines. Swung on, a little broken bat looper to short. Up with it, De La Rosa. Charges, throws on the run. Dug out of the dirt by Necro for the out. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Casey Smith, who's 1 for 3. So the Bees, 2 outs recorded on just 3 pitches. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Cervenek, Necro, and Rodriguez due up in the bottom of the 8th inning for Fresno. Congratulations to Kearns High School, former Kearns High School star, I should say, Jared Fernandez, the PCL pitcher of the week. Strike down the middle, 0-1. And that 5-hit shutout win over Round Rock on June 25th. The 0-1. Breaking ball, low and outside, and that evens the count at 1-1. Brian Barton of Tucson is the batter of the week. A pitch, swing and a miss, to the pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Let me take that back. That shutout was on July 13th, his second of the year. He had the June 25th against Round Rock. This one was against Memphis on July 13th. Jared recently recording his 100th minor league career win and his 1,000th career minor league strikeout. The pitch to Smith, and Casey fouls it back, and the count remains 1-2. Barton for the week, 9 for 15. That's a 600 average with a double, 2 homers, and 6 RBI. 6-6 the score. Bees about hit the Grizzlies 9-8. Now Hines ready. The 1-2 again to Smith. Popped up foul, first base side, well out of play. That one hits deep into the lower deck. And the Bees jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Fresno roared back to take a 6-3 lead until the Bees scored 3 runs in the 6th to tie it. The 1-2 delivery to Smith again. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Drop third strike. Rodriguez applies the tag, and that'll do it for the Bees in the 8th as they're retired in order 1, 2, 3. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's the Bees 6, Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. A combined over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. Electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget. Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster. Charge by phone or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Presented by Hershey. Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
My fellow pilots, it's time. What are you talking about? He's always making these big promises. McDonald's makes it easy for you to find fortune. Just check out Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest now in theaters. Then get a Big Mac sandwich. Peel the tab. Find the code and you could win great riches like a new Volvo. It's easy to win. I'm Bucket.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. 13 or older. Game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. Or while distribution supplies last. Car game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. See official rules inside participating McDonald's or at playatmcd.com for complete details. Void where prohibited.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Matt Wilhite on for his 3rd inning. He'll face Mike Cervenek, Lance Necro, and Guillermo Rodriguez in a 6-6 ball game. Cervenek 3 for 3 with a double, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and 1 run batted in. Meanwhile, there's a lefty up in the Fresno bullpen. A 6-6 game here in the bottom of the 8th. Cervenek to face Will Height. The first pitch, a strike. A breaking ball in, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. The outfield pretty much straight away for Cervenek as Will Height delivers. Swing and a miss at a sidearm curveball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Time now for a look ahead at what's on the road for the Bees, brought to you by Big O Tires, a reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires. The 0-2 to Cervenek. Grounded foul up the third base side into the seats, 0-2 the count remains. Again, 3 more games left on this trip here in Fresno. 8:05 starts Mountain Time for the next 3 nights. Then Bees home for 4 against against Tucson for the Pioneer Holiday Weekend. That includes the big fireworks extravaganzas on Saturday and again on Monday. Get your ticket to the Franklin Covey Field box office. The 0-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball, left field, base hit. Cervenek is 4 for 4. And the potential go-ahead run is on at first with nobody out for Lance Necro. Robbed of a hit on a diving stop by Paskovich at third his last time up. He's 1 for 3. First hit surrendered by Will Height, who'd retired his first 5 batters faced. Then the Bees hit the road again on Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, with 4 at Memphis, followed by 4 at Nashville. All of the games at Memphis start at 6:10 Mountain Time. The first pitch misses, ball 1. At Nashville, the Saturday game and the Sunday game at 5 Mountain Time, 6 o'clock on Monday and Tuesday, the 31st and 1st. The 1-0 to Necro is lifted in the air towards center. Reggie Willett, a few steps to his left into right center, makes the catch for out number 1 as Cervenek retreats back to first base. So Necro retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up Guillermo Rodriguez. So Rodriguez, the batter, hit a 2-run home run in the second. Since then, he's flied to center and popped to second base. Angels still leading Cleveland 8-4 in the bottom of the 7th. The throw to first base, and Cervenek is back. And if the Angels hold on and do not get tied up by Cleveland in that game, Dustin Mosley will pick up a win in his Major League debut. Pitch fastball inside. Backs Rodriguez away from the plate. Ball 1. Activity now in the Bees bullpen as Greg Jones starts to loosen up. 1 ball, no strikes. Will Height ready. The pitch. Curveball lifted in the air down the right field line. A long run for Espedo. Will he get there in time? No, but it lands just foul. He was pulled way over into right center field. Had a long way to go, but fortunately for the Bees and for Jason, that ball landed about 2 feet onto the foul side of the line. So the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Guillermo Rodriguez. Espedo playing Rodriguez about right center field, even with the 380 mark out there. So a lot of room between Espedo and that right field line, as Bees almost found out the hard way. One ball, 1 strike. Now Will Height ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss to the sidearm breaking ball, and the count's 1-2. Juan Melos due next. One ball, 2 strikes. And the Angels win their game. They'll only be a half game out of first place behind Oakland in the American League West. Snap for the first, and the runner's back. One ball, 2 strikes to the right-hand hitting Guillermo Rodriguez. Will Height's pitch, fastball fouled at home plate, still 1-2. $4,375. The paid attendance of about 1,000 of which actually made it tonight. Rodriguez facing Will Height for the first time this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, to throw to first again, and Cervenek is back. One ball, 2 strikes, the infield double play depth. Now Will Height ready, the 1-2. Swing and a miss to the sidearm breaking ball. He struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Will Height. And there's 2 down here in the 8th. That'll bring up Juan Melo, grounded out to second in the second inning. Since then, he's been up twice, walked twice, and scored once. And the Red Sox come from behind, win over Kansas City tonight 5-4. Tim Wakefield suffered a back injury. No word on the extent at this point. And the Bees will have a Double-A pitcher, Jason Smith, who's 6-8, making his Triple-A debut tomorrow, in place of Joe Saunders, who's pitching against Cleveland for the Angels, as Melo takes a fastball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Dustin Mosley starting tonight, in line for a possible win tonight. The pitch. Melo fouls it back, and it's quickly 0-2. Jason Smith, 6-8, out of Lincoln, Nebraska. 6-8 with the Arkansas Travelers, that is. No balls, 2 strikes. Will Height ready. Cervenek is short lead at first. The pitch. Fastball high and away from the left-handed batter, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. In a 6-6 game. Now again, Will Height ready. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He pulled the string on a breaking ball and had Melo way out in front of it. So a leadoff single goes by the board. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We go to the 9th, all tied up. The Bees 6 and Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind: to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
If you're in the market for a home theater system or new TV, RC Willey is the only place to shop. No one has a larger selection of complete home theater systems, high-definition big screens, flat-panel LCD, and plasma TVs. Items are in stock for same-day delivery. Choose from the name brands you prefer, including Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, Mitsubishi, and Toshiba. Come in today and find out how you can pay 0 interest for 12 months on purchases of $4.99 or more. RC Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
All right, we go to the 9th inning, and the closer for Fresno, Jack Tashner, coming in a non-closing situation. Tashner making his 33rd appearance of the year. In 35 and a third innings, he's given up 36 hits, 14 runs, all earned. He has struck out 47 and walked 12. He's 5-3 with a 3.57 ERA. 9 out of 12 in save opportunities in the PCL, batting .267 against left-hander Jack Tashner, 6'3", 208 in his 7th year out of the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. It'll be Jason Espedo, Adam Pavkovich, and Reggie Willett, the 8-9-1 hitters, who up for the Bees in a 6-6 game here in the 9th inning. But now Espedo's being lifted. as Darren Blakely is going to pinch hit. Blakely, a switch hitter, batting from the right side. He will likely come on to stay in the game and play right field. So Blakely coming on to pinch hit. Blakely batting .261 since joining the Bees. 1 double, 1 run, or rather no runs batted in. First pitch from Tashner is low, ball 1. Blakely would just as soon forget the visit to Sacramento where he went 0 for 8. Carlos Hines went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Did suffer a blown save. The pitch. Blakely swings and lifts 1 foul, slicing out of play down the right field line, and the count on Blakely is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jason Espedo leaves, having gone 1 for 2 with a run batted in. One ball, 1 strike. Tashner ready. The pitch. Change up high, ball 2, 2-1. Tashner's 3rd appearance against Salt Lake. He has a pair of saves against the Bees. A scoreless inning without a hit on June 5th, 1 walk. A hit, a walk, a strikeout, no runs on June 12th. So he has saved both Fresno wins against the Bees this year. 2-1 pitches inside, and it hit him. A breaking ball looked like it hit Blakely in the foot. And so Darren Blakely's only appearing in his 9th game for the Bees, and that's already the 3rd time he's been hit. But the Bees get the leadoff man aboard here in the 9th in a tie game. That'll bring up Adam Pavkovich, who's 2 for 3. Pavkovich has the only hit off Tashner this year for Salt Lake, a single. Toss to first, and Blakely is back. So the Bees 6, Fresno 6 here in the 9th. The leadoff man aboard. Darren Blakely hit by a pitch. Now Tashner ready. The pitch. Pavkovich shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Blakely is yet to attempt a steal for Salt Lake. He was 5 out of 10 last year. The pitch. Pavkovich punts it foul back over the screen into the seats, and now he's in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Adam. See if he's swinging or maybe trying a 2-strike bunt. He was 2 for 3 last night with a pair of doubles. He's 2 for 3 tonight with 1 double. Now Tashner ready, the move to first, and Blakely is back. Reggie Willits due next. B6, Fresno 6 here in the 9th inning. Now Tashner ready. The 0-2. Low and inside. A breaking ball as Pavkovich gets roped to get out of the way. Again, it appears, barring a late rally from Las Vegas, that Tacoma is going to win their game, so the Bees would need a win to stay 2 ahead of the Rainiers. The lead has not been as little as 1 game since the 29th of May. Now the 1-2 to Pavkovich. Breaking ball, strike 3 called, and Adam can't believe it. Not happy with the home plate umpire, Steven Fritzoni, but not a lot of people have been tonight. Then again, Fritzoni hasn't been happy with very many people either. So 1 out is Pavkovich unable to move the runners up. And so now the go-ahead run at first with 2 outs. Rather, 1 out. Willits at the plate. He's 1 for 4 with a 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. Tashner, the move to first, and Blakely is back. Tashner was a 2nd-round pick in 1999 and did appear in 6 games for the Giants this year, but did not have the success he had a year ago. Last year, 24 appearances. He went 2-0 with a stellar 1.59 earned run average. The pitch. Swing and a miss to the fastball, strike 1. When he made his appearances for the Giants this year, he gave up 11 hits and 9 earned runs in 2 1/3 innings for a 34 .71 earned run average. No balls, 1 strike on Willits. Tashner ready, the pitch. Fastball high, and that evens the count at 1-1. In the bottom of the 9th inning, the Grizzlies will have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Tomas De La Rosa, Clay Tempner, and Jason Ellison, due up. One ball, 1 strike the count on Willits. The outfield shaded around towards right. Now Tashner, the toss to first, and Blakely is back. Blakely led off the inning, hit by a pitch, but he was unable to advance as Pavkovich was called out on strikes. Tough call on Adam on that called third strike. Now Tashner ready, the 1-1. Curveball low, 2-1 the count on Willits. Greg Jones up in the Bees bullpen. He's likely to come on in the 9th, whether the Bees take the lead or not, as Matt Wilhite has thrown 3 innings tonight. 3 outstanding innings, giving up 1 hit, no runs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tashner's pitch. Willits swings and lines 1 foul out of play down the right field side, and now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Angels still leading Cleveland in the 8th. It's now 8-5 in favor of the Angels. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Now Tashner ready, and the 2-2 to Willits. Swung on and lined into right field, a base hit. That'll shut those leather lungs up as Blakely stops at second base. So Reggie has his second hit, and the Bees now have runners at first and second base with 1 out. Brings up Curtis Pride in a lefty versus lefty matchup. Pride facing Tashner for the first time. So runners at first and second base, 1 out. Aaron Blakely representing the go-ahead run out at second base. 1 out. The infield double play depth. Now Tashner's pitch. Swing and a miss at a slow curve. Pride out in front of it. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike the count. In the infield, double play depth. The outfield shaded around towards left. Fred Lewis, shallow in left field. No balls, 1 strike. Now Tashner delivers. Curveball, this one misses low, and the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bees trying to get this series off on a good note as they are coming off being swept on 4 straight games by Sacramento. 6-6 game here in the 9th. The 1-1 to Pride. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Ashner, a tough lefty against left-handed batters. Lefties batting .237 against Tashner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the left-hander ready, and the 1-2 pitch to Curtis. Strike 3 called. A curveball in the inside corner just under the letters. 2 outs here in the 9th. So it's up to Eric Ivar if the Bees are to cash in and take the lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Again, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters will be due up for Fresno in the bottom of the 9th. Ivar turning around now to bat right-handed against the lefty Tashner. So far tonight he's 1 for 4. Singled and scored in the 6th. He also reached on an error in the 1st and scored. First pitch to Ivar. Swing and a foul. Back to the screen. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike. Blakely on at second base was hit by a pitch. With 1 out, moved to second on Reggie Willits, single into right field. Now the catcher, Rodriguez, out to talk with Tashner. The home plate umpire, Fritzone, going out to break up that conversation. Final from Phoenix. Arizona beat the Dodgers 8-3. No balls, one strike on Ibar. Now Tashner's pitch. Third ball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Ibar, a .316 hitter from the left side, batting right-handed as he is now. He's hitting .306, so not a whole lot of difference. One ball, one strike on Ibar. Tashner glances toward second, the pitch. Fastball high, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Ibar. All right, and snap this 6-6 tie. Runners at first and second base, 2 out. Now Tashner ready. The glance back towards Blakely at second. And now he steps off as the shortstop De La Rosa comes in behind the runner, but no throw made as Blakely would have gotten back. Two balls, 1 strike. Tashner ready. The pitch. Line to the center field, a base hit. Here comes Blakely around third with a go-ahead run. Racing for third is Willits to throw the tag. He's out. But it's an RBI single for Eric Ibar, and the Bees take the lead. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's now the Bees 7, Fresno 6 on ESPN 1230.
Come sit by Grandpa. I want to show you some old pictures.
Pictures?
Of your mommy when she was a little girl.
She was a little girl?
Sure was. See, that's her.
Who's that, my mommy?
Ooh, that's me.
You used to have hair on your head?
Yes, I did.
What happened to it?
Lost it.
Lost it?
Mm-hmm.
How come your hair was longer than Grandma's hair?
Well, sweetie, back then, having long hair was a personal expression.
What happened to your beard?
My beard? Lost that, too.
Oh.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
You've all sorts of stuff, Grandpa.
No kidding.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you stay fit and healthy through every stage of life and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Grandpa, you used to be skinny.
Yeah, I think that's enough pictures for today.
And you wore funny bears.
Oh, this is a great idea.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler for you, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. Greg Jones trying to save a win for Matt Wilhite. And for Greg, this will be his 33rd appearance of the year. In 39 innings, he's given up 35 hits, 22 runs, 20 of them earned. He has struck out 34 and walked 12. Jones, 4 and 5 with a 4.62 earned run average. He's 9 out of 16 in save opportunities. The BCL batting .241 against Greg Jones, who is second on the all-time Salt Lake list with 28 career saves. So he'll face Tomas De La Rosa, Clay Timpner, and Jason Ellison. First pitch to De La Rosa, high and inside it. He ducks under the pitch, ball 1. Matt Wilhite, a great 3 innings. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Aaron Blakely, as we mentioned, stays in the game to play right field as Jones delivers the 1-0. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curtis Pride, Reggie Willits, Darren Blakely in left, center, and right. Adam Pavkovich, Eric Ibar, Casey Smith, and Dallas McPherson, the infield third to first. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball outside at the knees, 2-1 to count. A battery of Greg Jones pitching, and Jeff Mathis catching. Bees with a 7-6 lead here in the 9th. Jones ready, the 2-1 to De La Rosa. Fastball just inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. De La Rosa has singled, driven in a run with a sacrifice fly, and grounded into a double play. The pitch, fastball inside, and Jones walks the leadoff hitter. Not exactly what the doctor ordered there. Here's Clay Tipner now, who's 1 for 3. That one, a 2-run triple. Eric Ibar in to have a quick word with Jones. Las Vegas got a couple in the 8th, but on a home run by Willie Ibar, but Tacoma still leads the 51s 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Now the first baseman McPherson over to have a conversation with Greg. And now Brian Harper, the manager, going out. I don't know if this is a strategical thing or if there's something wrong with Greg. The trainer, Armando Rivas, doesn't go out, so it's just a strategical meeting as Brian called in the entire infield and battery. So De La Rosa at first base, representing the potential tying run. 7-6 Bees as they got a run in the top of the 9th inning to take the lead. Jones ready, and the first pitch to Tipner. He bunts, first base side. McPherson has it, looks towards second, throws there, and they get the force out on De La Rosa. Well, nice play by Dallas McPherson, getting on that bunt, never hesitating, and throwing to Eric Ibar at second for the force out. 3-6 on the putout, 1 away. That'll bring up Jason Ellison, who's 0 for 3, hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. So the infield, double play depth up the middle. Pavkovich even with the bag at third. Tough to turn 2 on Ellison with his speed. The pitch from Jones, a slider low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Tying run at first, 1 out. Tipner, 3 out of 5 in the stolen base department since joining the Grizzlies, so he is a threat to go. One ball, no strikes. Now Jones ready, the 1-0 pitch. Lined in the left field, a base hit. Stopping at second base will be Tipner, and now runners are at first and second base with 1 out. And the batter will be Fred Lewis, who's 0 for 4. Flied out to left field his last time up. Jones 1-0 with 1 save against the Grizzlies. 2 runs, neither one earned on 3 hits in 4 innings coming in. But now runners at first and second base for Fred Lewis. Lewis this year 1 for 2 with a double against Greg. In the infield double play depth the pitch. Lewis swings and slices one to left field. Curtis Pride on the run is there. He'll make the catch for the out. Back to second base goes Tipner. Ellison retreats to first. So 2 outs now here in the 9th. That ball looked dangerous when it first left the bat of Lewis, but it hung up there and had a little bit of a slice, taking it back towards Curtis Pride out in left field. So now 2 outs in the 9th for Kevin Franson. He's grounded to short twice, flied to center. He's also tripled and scored a run. Franson, the batter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Greg earlier this season. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 9th. The first pitch. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Pavkovich. The throw to first base, and the ball game is over. And so is the losing streak. As Greg Jones battles his way through the 9th as Franson swings at the first pitch. It's a bounding ball to third. Backhanded nicely by Adam Pavkovich, who threw a strike over to first to end the ball game. So the Bees, 4-game overall skid, and their 5-game road losing streak comes to an end here in Fresno tonight, and so at the very least, they will retain their 2-game lead in the Pacific North Division. In the 9th inning for the Grizzlies, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners were left on base. Handshakes and high fives all around with the final score. The Salt Lake Bees 7 and the Fresno Grizzlies 6. We'll be back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
The game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
That's all that comes out of my career and my selection to the Hall of Fame is to have people look to me on how the game was played or how you're supposed to prepare to play. And that'd be a legacy I'd be very happy with.
Relive your fondest memories of Carlton Fisk and see his Hall of Fame plaque in Cooperstown, New York. Preserving history, honoring excellence, connecting generations. Visit us on the web at baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh,
you're looking a tad green for a raccoon. I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What? Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh. Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Paulie Colosimo here. Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo Sausage, the sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Welcome to the 10th inning show, a complete recap of today's game, as well as a look at other games around the major leagues and the Pacific Coast League. Once again, let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
Welcome back to Grizzly Stadium in downtown Fresno, where the Bees pull one out over the Grizzlies tonight by a final score of 7-6 as they jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the second inning. Only to have Fresno roar back and take a 3-run lead at 6-3. Bees then tied it with 3 in the 6th and win it with a run in the 9th inning on an RBI single by Eric Ibar. Here are the final totals in the ball game for the Bees: 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and 5 runners left on base. For the Grizzlies, 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and they left 6 runners on base. The winning pitcher, Matt Wilhite, now 4-2. The losing pitcher, Jack Tashner, now 5-4. Greg Jones walked the tightrope a little bit, but came up with his 10th save of the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 42 minutes, 4,375 is the 9th inning winning run set up when Darren Blakely was hit by a 2-1 pitch to open up the frame. 1 out later, took second on a single with 2 outs. Eric Ibar on a 2-1 pitch drilled a clean single into left center field to drive home Darren Blakely with the game-winning run. So the Bees now 55-40 on the season, while the Grizzlies dropped to 37-58. The Bees now with a 7-2 lead in the season series over the Fresno Grizzlies. Time now for a look at our Mountains West Ranch's defensive play of the game, and for that we go to the 5th inning. Fresno had a runner at first with 1 out, and Lance Necro at the plate. The pitch. Curveball grounded to third. Diving backhand stop by Paskovich. Gets up, looks to second, no play. Throws to first in time for the out. Sensational play by Adam Pavkovich, diving to his right to take a double away from Lance Necro. Looked towards second, had no play, but had plenty of time to get it to first for the out. And so that's our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. Between Moon Lake, Starvation, and Strawberry Reservoirs, Mountains West Ranches recreational properties offer great parcels of land at reasonable pricing. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com. We'll take a look at the rest of the scores around baseball on our Abra scoreboard next here on ESPN 1230.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs, or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
Denny's works for me because I like bacon, sausage, and ham, usually at the same time. And I can get all that at Denny's for just a few bucks. I mean, you know, how many places can you still say that about? I can think of about one.
Denny's is also the one place you can go for the new Extreme Grand Slam. It has more bacon and sausage than ever, plus 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. One of 3 new Super Slams for just $5.99 each. Denny's.
Works for me.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Welcome back to Grizzlies Stadium in Fresno, where the Bees prevailed tonight over Fresno by a final score of 7-6. Time now to check out the other scores on our Abra scoreboard for this Monday night around the PCL. First of all, in Omaha, the Royals edged the Nashville Sounds tonight by a score of 5-4. At Des Moines, Iowa dropped a 3-1 decision to Oklahoma, so the Cubs remain 3 games behind Nashville in the American North Division race, really the only other division with a race. At Albuquerque, the Isotopes scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to defeat New Orleans 9-7. Round Rock a shutout winner, 2-0 at Memphis. Sacramento at Colorado Springs rained out. Portland at Tucson postponed due to travel difficulties for the Beavers. In the 8th inning now, or I should say now the 9th inning at Tacoma, it's the Rainiers 6 and Las Vegas 4. That's now a final score. Tacoma wins, so they remain 2 games behind Salt Lake. In the major leagues right now, they're in the bottom of the 8th at Anaheim, the Angels 9, the Indians 5. And if the Angels hold on to the 9th, Dustin Mosley will pick up a win in his major league debut, giving up 4 runs on 10 hits in 5 innings. Boston rallied from a 4-0 deficit to edge Kansas City 5-4. Former Stinger reliever Joel Peralta takes the loss for Kansas City. At Baltimore, the Orioles scored twice in the 7th to beat Oakland 5-3. The Yankees down Seattle 4-2. Jason Giambi with his 28th home run. At Toronto, the Blue Jays ripped the Rangers 10-1 as they scored 9 runs in the 4th inning. Included in that inning, a grand slam by Vernon Wells on his 23rd home run of the year. Minnesota topped Tampa Bay 6-3. In the National League, through 7 at San Diego, the Padres just posted 4 runs in the 7th to take a 7-6 lead on the Phillies. 2 home runs in that game for Alex Gonzalez. Bottom of the 8th at San Francisco. Or make that the bottom of the 9th at San Francisco. It's Milwaukee 10 and the Giants 1. Finals, Pittsburgh over Colorado 3-1. Florida down Washington 4-2. At St. Louis, the Braves crushed the Cardinals 15-3. And the Diamondbacks in Phoenix beat the Dodgers by a final score of 8-3. And that's a look at your average scoreboard. Back with some of the scoring highlights from tonight's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you have me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Hi, is this the Federal Reserve? How you doing? Good. I'm fine, thanks. Listen, maybe you can help me. You're the guys who control the interest rates, right? Good. I was wondering if you could just not touch the interest rates until I sell my home. Well, yeah, I understand that, but no, I just need you to not touch the interest rate until I sell my home. That's all. Just, don't raise it. Just, keep it stable. Well, is there someone there who can help me? Yeah, I'll hold. Thanks.
Okay, so you can't control the Fed, but call a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent, and you'll have qualified buyers from all over the world looking at your home, no matter what the interest rate is. That's because Coldwell Banker agents are not only local experts, they're also part of a national and international referral network of professional agents. So there will be thousands of Coldwell Banker agents all over the world working to find you the right buyer at the right price.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm still on hold. Sure, I'll pay here. Thanks.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
All right, welcome back to Fresno, where the Bees drew first blood in the first inning with 2 outs and nobody on. Eric Ibar hit a ground ball to first, booted by Lance Necro for an error. Ibar then stole second base to get into scoring position for Dallas McPherson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Looper towards center field. That's going to land for a base hit. Here comes Ibar around third to score the first run of the ball game. Dallas McPherson with his first run batted in on his rehab assignment. And the Bees take a 1-0 lead on the unearned run. So 1-0, and then the Bees would expand on that lead. In the second inning with 1 out, Casey Smith singled to right. With 2 outs, Adam Paskovich hit a ball off the warning track in left, which must be as hard as a rock, as it bounced over the 15-foot high wall for an automatic double, putting runners at second and third with 2 out for Reggie Willits. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle and through into center field. Casey Smith in from third. Patkovich being waved around. He'll score without a play. It's a 2-run single for Reggie Willits. And now the Bees have a 3-0 lead. So 3-0 Salt Lake, but Fresno would come back to tie it. Actually, would come back to take the lead. First, they'd get to within a run in the second inning on a 2-run home run by Guillermo Rodriguez. Then in the fourth inning, Kevin Franzen tripled to right field into the corner. Came home on a Mike Cervenek base hit to tie the game at 3-3. Lance Necro then singled, and with 1 out, Juan Melo walked to load the bases. Tomas De La Rosa flied to Espedo in right center field, bringing home the go-ahead run, making it a 4-3 Fresno lead, still leaving 2 men on base for Clay Timpner. Checks the runner, and the 0-2. Timpner swings and lashes one to right center field. Espedo on the run, won't be able to get to it. It's off the base of the wall. Necro will score. Melo being waved around as Timpner goes into third with a 2-run triple. And now it's 6-3 Fresno. So 6-3 in favor of Fresno, but the Bees would then battle back. In the sixth inning, Eric Ibar singled. Dallas McPherson then went the other way, lofting a 2-run home run into the bleachers and left to make it 6-5. With 1 out, Jeff Mathis doubled. That would be all for Matt Kinney. Mathis would then advance on a Ground out by Casey Smith, putting the tying run at third with 2 outs for Jason Espedo. Now Hines pitch. Swinging a ground ball through into right field, a base hit. In from third, Jeff Mathis scores the game-tying run, and we're all even again at 6-6. So a 6-6 ball game, and then in the 9th inning, Darren Blakely was hit by a pitch to open up the inning. With 1 out, he advanced to second on a single to right field by Reggie Willett. With 2 out, Eric Ibar was at the plate. Ashner ready. The pitch. Line to the center field, a base hit. Here comes Blakely around third with a go-ahead run. Racing for third is Willett to throw the tag. He's out. But it's an RBI single for Eric Ibar, and the Bees take the lead. So 7-6, the Grizzlies threatened, had 2 runners on with first and second base with 1 out of the 9th against Greg Jones, but he got Fred Lewis to line out to Curtis Pride in left center and got Kevin Franzen to bounce out to Adam Pavkovich at third. And the Bees hold on for a 7-6 win. So they claim game 1 in this 4-game series. Game 2 tomorrow night at 8:05. We'll preview it for you right after this final timeout on ESPN 1230.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike one.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you at Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Hi, Paul Hartman here. You know, if I were to hire somebody for my business, I would want to see their resume. That's why I think it's only fair to give you our resume right now. We have 20 years servicing the Wasatch area. Family owned and operated. Winner of last year's top technician training program. Always staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we specialize in finding you the best solution for your comfort with energy savings. With over 71% repeat and customer referral rate, we know we're doing our job right. So, when you're in need, call Hartman Heating and Air, 264-8300, serving the heart of your home and business.
Welcome back to Fresno, where the Bees defeat the Grizzlies by a final score of 7-6 to snap their 4-game losing streak. Game 2 of the series comes your way tomorrow night. Jesse Smith, up from AA Arkansas, will make his first AAA appearance